Hi everyone, today I thought we would have a go at this really cute little boat being held up by balloons. This is from Worlds of Wonder by Johanna Basford. It's the Floating Island double page spread. I thought we'd just have a little go. This little boat page I thought would look quite fun. And also there's balloons and boats, which is something I haven't done balloons before in a video, so I thought it would be quite good fun to do. I'm going to be using my Arteza 48 premium coloured pencils. My colours might not be the same as yours if you've got this set. They aren't identical, even though the pots look it. So I'm just rubbing off a little bit of purple colour that's for some reason on this page, even though I haven't coloured it yet. That's probably just me being messy. Right, I'm going to start with the brown part of the boat, which I'm going to start with my Camel Brown. This is quite a light brown, as you can see. You can use any light brown. And I'm just going to do a base coat of this colour on the boat. Now my idea for this boat is to do some sort of bright primary colours on the balloons and the flags. So that's my basic idea. So I'm going to do the basic boat wood. I think that's all the wood I'm going to do. Just trying to keep this page pressed down. It wants to keep moving all the time. So that's that brown, and I'm going to go in with a darker brown. I've got a burnt ochre, which I'm going to use. It's too blunt. I just sharpen with my Staedtler Noris glove sharpener. I find these triangle pencils, it's fine for those. Okay. Now I want to add some shading to the edge of the boat, and probably the bottom. And I find that not only can add obviously some layers of colour, but it makes it look more three-dimensional if you get it right. So that's all I'm going to do for that, and I'm going to go in with an even darker brown. I've got this Sienna Brown, which I'm going to try out. Oops, there he is. I'll just show you the end so you can see. Well, you can see it when I'm colouring it, I guess. So that you can see it's a slightly reddish brown. I'm only applying it quite lightly because I need to make sure it doesn't overtake the other colours. Now lastly, just a very gentle layer. I'm going to add in some shadow, and I'm going to use the cocoa brown for that. Actually I'm not, I'm going to grab my the dark chocolate brown because it's sharper. My pencil sharpener needs emptying, it's too full. So I'm going to opt for the sharpened one rather than pausing the video. I'm going to empty the sharpener. Now I think there would be a shadow under here. That's a bit thick. And under these. Under there and under this bit. There we go. That'll do. I hope you can see that. Can't push it up much more. I don't think I can zoom in a little bit. That's it, or else we'll not see the whole picture. So what I'm going to do next is actually I'm going to do the balloons and the bunting, and then I'm going to come back and do the other details with the colours that I think might just tie in and work. So as I say, I want bright primary colours, so I'm going to grab a red first. This is the a tomato red. It's just a nice bright vibrant red, and I'm going to start with the top of this balloon, and I'll show you how I do it so that it looks like it's got more shape and so it's shiny. So you see I'm doing quite a harsh layer here, lots of layers, and then reducing the layers towards the centre. You need to find where the centre is. Now here, look, this is the centre, so I want it faded right towards the middle. So I only want the lightest layer there, and then I can put more layers here. Now I've decided that I'm only going to do red, blue, yellow and green, so I'm going to need more red on this balloon. obviously some on the other one. So I'm just looking, I might just do a pattern, red, blue, yellow, green, red, do this one red. So the same principle applies to gently fade it towards the middle, then darken it again towards the edge. I find it easier starting with a darker layer and then fading it off. You might find it easier to do a light layer and then slowly darken it up. So red, blue, yellow, green, red, blue, yellow, green, red. So here it's just a very small gap, but we can still make it a little bit darker either side. Now this balloon I want to do in a similar way with all the colours, but I'm not going to do a stripy way. You know, this one's going to go red, blue, yellow, green, red, blue, yellow, green. This one I'm not. I'm going to do it slightly differently because we've got this sort of shape here, and I think these two would look good in the same colour. So I'm going to do these two in the red colour. And the same principle, darker on the edge and lighter towards the middle. And got yellow, green and blue. Probably don't need any more red on that one, but when looking at the bunting, definitely need some red on that. I might just do that flag in red. Yeah, maybe this one. I might try and do it a bit randomly. Random's quite hard to achieve though. So there's our red. And I'm going to pick a blue. I want a sort of darkish blue. I'm going to go for this. It's called Indigo Blue, but to me it's not that darker blue. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to start with this one. Same principle. Dark on the edge. Lighter towards the centre. And we're going to do it again after this red because we were going to have a pattern, the same colours repeating. So lightening up towards the middle. I find it easier to go over here and press hard, then lighten up again. And then this one, we need two of some colours but only one of some. I think I'll do a stripe here, lightening it off towards the middle. That's it. And then this stripe as well. I know it's got these vertical lines as well, but I'm not going to worry about those. Okay, now we need the yellow. Now I'm actually going to use this turmeric yellow. It's quite an orangey yellow because my alternative is this one, which no, I'm going to use this one. I think the other will just look orange. So it's harder to shade yellow because it doesn't show up as much, I find. Because the white page reflects the light, it's quite difficult to get it to show up. But I'm going to use the technique anyway. So fading it towards the middle. Gosh, that was quick. Now I'm going to do this one yellow and do green top and bottom on this one. There we go. Now green, I'm looking for a midish green. I think I'm going to go for this apple green. It's fairly pale actually, but the darker ones are really dark, so I think it's going to be the best. And I don't want the ones that sort of slightly bluey, like the emeraldy colours. I was expecting it to be a bit like the apple green from the Prismacolor, but it isn't really. But I think it'll work. When it's layered up, it's quite dark, look. Just need to get a few more layers down. And then this one. And here. So darker, more layers here, lighter towards the middle. It's quite a simple process, and because you're doing the same for all of it, once you have worked out what to do, it's nice and relaxing. And I've forgotten to do any more bunting flags, I've just realised, but we'll do those in a moment. I think this may have been better with a slightly darker green. Maybe if you've got one that's darker but not too dark. I'd say a bit like the permanent green in the polychromo, something like that. So I'm going to do a green bunting there and a green one here. I'm going to do less yellow because it doesn't stand out so much, I think. So a blue one there and a blue one there, and then the last one yellow. I notice we haven't done the mast of the boat, so I'm going to grab I think I'm going to grab the Camel Brown and use that and see how it comes out. I think a wooden mast is the thing. There we go. Now I think I'm going to do the roofs wooden as well. Maybe the whole building. Yeah, I've decided everything's going to be wood. There we go. So that's the camel. Now I'm going to go for the burnt ochre like we did before and think carefully about what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep the buildings fairly pale, so I'm going to do the shade from the roof and a little bit of colour on the edges and some shade under the window, shadow I should say, shadow under there, a little bit of colour, and that's it for the buildings. I'm going to use this on the top to darken it, 'cause you'll see when we go in with the Sienna Brown. Ooh, can't get hold of it. The Sienna Brown, we can darken it all up a bit more here, look. So darker at the edges, fading towards the centre. It's the same technique we've used throughout, and then with the dark chocolate brown, we just do the very edges. Here and here and here and here. And now we've got the windows and these life buoy things to do. For the window, I'm going to start with the elephant grey and colour it very gently all over. Not too dark. And then I'm going to grab the charcoal grey, which is a darker grey, and just do a few lines across it like there's light reflecting across the window. Now the rings, I would usually do red and white, but I'm wondering, because we've got these colours, I'm going to do them red. So this one's going to be red. Looks quite nice, red and white. I think I will do them both red and white. I was thinking of doing one red and yellow and one blue and green or something like that, but I think it looks a little bit odd. I think I like it like this. You can do it however you wish. There we go. And so you can see that the balloons have got a little bit of shine, which makes them look more three-dimensional, and the boat's got that shading on as well, which hopefully helps that too. So that's our little cute boat. So that is quite simple, but there he is. So I hope that was fun. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helped you a little bit. So thank you very much for watching, and happy colouring.